Yeah.
I'm not an atheist either. I'm not agnostic either.
So
What
do you
else?
believe God? Do you believe God?
Define God for me. But see, this is gonna take us far away from where we're here for.
You are confused as we need to know. I understand, Maria.
Okay, let me actually, I know what to do. So to recenter this, Imam Yusuf, I'm actually very practical when it comes to discussions about Islam. You as an Imam, you're very knowledgeable about Quran, mashallah, Allahu Akbar. Great. Now I'm gonna ask you a straightforward question. Is child marriage allowed in Islam or not?
Is child what? Islam?
Is child marriage allowed in Islam or not?
No, it's not allowed.
Okay. Is slavery allowed in Islam or not?
Is slavery Islam? It's not allowed.
Okay. Is right hand possess allowed in Islam or not?
Mulk Yamin?
Yeah.
It's in the Quran.
Okay. Is offensive jihad allowed in Islam or not?
So what do you mean offensive jihad?
Offensive jihad, jihad al-talab.
Listen, Islam.
Yes or no? It's very straightforward.
No.
And I will go back to when you said no.
No. Listen. Okay, first of all, you ask me like a lot of questions. When you say offensive jihad, okay, let's say Islam, there's a holy war, and everybody knows that. Okay, do you know that?
Now I have to go back to child marriage. You said there is no child marriage in Islam.
Okay.
You said that. But we do have in Surah Al-Talaq, وَاللَّائِ لَمْ يَحِضْنَ. And when you go to the tafsir, it says the little girls who did not start their cycle. And in Islam, there is no idda, if there is no consummation of marriage. Now you as an imam, you said there is no child marriage.
Okay.
What do you call that?
Okay, when you say Surah Talaq, you can say wallahi yahidna,
وَاللَّائِ لَمْ يَحِضْنَ.
Okay, you have to read the whole verses. Begin.
I read it.
And I know that's not verse. That's small portion. Small portion.
I know what it is. Imam Yusuf, you look like you are imaming people now through the phone, maybe. Okay. No, it looks like he's busy. So that's fine. Just to be respectful to people's time. Tog 97. Hi. Hello? Hi, sorry for keeping you waiting.
It's all good. No worries.
Yeah. Are you a Muslim?
Yeah, actually I am.
Okay. So the question is, why are you a Muslim? Were you born a Muslim or did you convert to Islam?
I was born a Muslim and my parents are Muslims.
Are you planning to leave Islam anytime soon?
Well, that question is like, the more I grow up, the more I start to absorb more about it. But in this century, I can't just live by that book, for example. Is that a clear answer?
I want more, please.
All right. So I was told as a Muslim to fast Ramadan, pray 5 prayers a day, and give zakah. Those are the principles I live by. Yeah. And I do see this as an advantage. But when I started to grow up and just observe my surroundings, for example, other Muslims, I mean, I come from a background which is like Sufi. Yeah. But when I started associating, for example, with other Muslims like Salafis, Shias, or whatever, they do have another perspectives, like another views about Islam and whatever. And that made me like question things as well. It's like I do have a question mark wherever I go with that. You know what I mean? It's like, how can I just think for myself, not for the book? How is it going to add to my life?
What's the most challenging part? Like one topic that it's just like eating you. Like I can't get over it.
Here's something, right? So Islam is, according to what I know, is based on Abrahamic religions, right?
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Great. So if it did exist, then Christianity did, and Judaism did. So which one is right? Like, it seems like there's a disapproval each among all of them. You know, it's like no one is able to conform to the other. It's a very challenging situation. But if we're gonna talk about today, for example, it's like the book of Islam is commanding me to do stuff that is not even rational. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just honestly saying, like, this is what I see. You know, this is how I
Yeah,
perceive
and
it.
I respect your honesty. It's not
You know,
easy,
it's
actually.
like
It's not easy to say it.
it's not easy to say it, and it's like even if I said it, for example, in my country, they'll just go and target me and they'll start saying a lot of stuff. But
Yeah.
I would say Islam for me is like more cultural, and how I do like pursue or like just represent myself from which family member or whatever. It's like, because even Islam, like I do come from Sudan, by the way, North Africa.
Yeah.
And I guess Islam came to us by Arabs, you know. So we're originally actually Africans. So it's kind of like they came there according to our map, and they just send that message over there. They wanted like more Muslims over there. This is how I just saw it, because it was just a command. Like they just came through it. Because we can
Yeah.
use an example of the Roman Empire, for example. How did they take over?
Yeah.
And they became like capitalists. You know what I mean? So that's the question over there. But I will always have this faith. Like I do believe in a higher power. I would say like I'm more spiritual, if that's making sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. But I respect you being open about, what you had started noticing
And
about
we
Islam.
really, excuse me for interrupting, but as a Muslim too, like before, I really do lack emotional intelligence the more I just go through the book. You know what I mean? It's like I cannot have an open ear to other people's opinions, for example. And I had to
Yeah.
learn that the hard way, you know? Yeah.
What was the breaking point for you
Well, my name is
like
Mohammed.
wake up? Muhammad,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my name. And people calling my prophet a pedo, for example, that hurts me like from the inside. So I was born, and that's my name. I mean, it just kind of hurts. It's like I was born in that religion, and they named me for that person, and people are calling him this name. But why? Is there a proof that he really married minor? You know, that's the question always in my head. Yeah, it kind of eats me.
And then what happened?
I'm still having that question mark.
It will not
Yeah.
go away because it's there,
It is
in the
there.
in the hadith.
But like,
I mean,
where's the proof? Like, I go to Google, they say she was 19 years old. I ask other people, she's 6 years old. So, like, where's the age over there? You know?
so you go with the hadith. You go with this thing about 19 years old or 20 years old. Just put it out there in the last 15, 17 years ago.
Okay.
Because they understood like, whoa, this is actually dealing with kids. They
Yeah.
finally acknowledged that. So we're gonna need to find a lie, or someone need to tell us how can we cover up this. So they brought someone who did some kind of math, calculating the age of her sister with this event minus this plus this divided by this, and now we have 18 or 19. Bingo, we're good. All right, put it out there for people to. It's like these Quran miracle institutions that they have in UAE, for example.
Okay.
Putting billions of dollars to talk about fake science, or paying out foreign scientists to come and talk about things in Quran and making it look like it's aligned with science, though we all know it's a lie.
Miracle math and physics in Quran.
Yeah. I mean, Zaghlul al-Najjar, he's a billionaire in Abu Dhabi. I saw his mention one time. We were driving through his mention in Abu Dhabi, and they told me this is Zaghlul al-Najjar. He's the leader of the Scientific Miracle Institution in Abu Dhabi. And I was like, what the fuck is this? because not even local people own mansions like that. It's ridiculous, it's stupid, beautiful, and big, huge. And I was like, oh, makes sense now. I can lie about anything to get this, of course, but and this guy, he used to have a TV show and used to do like talks, pay him to go to talk in different countries about the miracles of the miracle of Quran scientifically. So ridiculous. So the topic of Aisha will always be there, unless someone will come, like now in Saudi Arabia, they are revising all the hadith, and they said that the first draft that they sent to the officials in Saudi to approve has only 128 hadiths. So maybe you can wait for this copy of the hadith to be shared publicly to see if Aisha is mentioned on it.
I mean, so I'm gonna wait 10 years from my life to wait for that, yeah?
Or you go with your principle. My principle is that I will not follow someone who talk about kids and are around kids and like to be close to kids in that way and have so many wives. That's not prophet. It's a cult leader. I'm not telling you what to do, but that's me personally.
I mean, I agree on that. It's like, I understand where you're coming from. And what's good about it is like, you know how to think for yourself, you know? It's like, I know you're an ex-Muslim. That's what you said.
Yeah.
And there must be a good reason for you to like leave. I'm not commanding you or telling you like also to stay there. If you found your peace, I mean, that's what's important.
No, I understand. I respect also your journey, Mo. It's a journey. Take it easy. Don't be harsh on yourself, of course. And I appreciate you being here and talking about it.
Yeah. Thank you as well.
Give him some advice to Maria, just one advice.
That's
Brother,
yeah, sure.
let him go on YouTube and visit the ex-Muslim community, because they go through the same thing everybody went through, and it helps a lot. You're not the only one. That's all I want to say. And you are on the right track. By you talking this way with this open mind, it shows that you broke out of the group that you're with, which is very healthy. Thank you.
Well, thank you for saying this. I mean, like, nobody likes to be put in a box, you know? That's how I saw it. I understand what you're like coming from and what your perspective is about. But yeah, thank you guys for sharing this, actually. I'll try to do that, but yeah, thanks again, yeah?
You're welcome. Thank you. Afia?
Yes. Hello.
Hey, Afia, how's it going?
I'm doing good. And you?
I'm fine. Afia, are you Muslim?
Sometimes people ask me that. I don't know if I'm Muslim or are you? When I born, I come to hear they say I'm a Muslim, but I try the English. I know the English. I'm African. I'm trying to. I born with a Muslim family, but I left. But sometimes that question, I don't know if I'm Muslim because of I'm not sure, because I just born and I hear people are surrounding me. It's a Muslim. That's why I'm a Muslim. If I born in the Christian, I'll be Christian. I have so many questions coming to my mind when it comes to religious, that kind of thing. When I left in the country, in Africa, when you want to ask some question about something about Islamic, they will just shut you down. We don't need to do that. It's Allah. You need to accept it. Nothing question. It's just writing in the book. You need to follow it. I said, question it a lot. I have so many things in my mind. I need answers. But, in Africa, we just follow to know how to read as Ariam to do the Salah. You don't know anything about the Quran. You don't know nothing.
Right.
So when I'm traveling outside, and I tried to ask her some question about outside. And when I came, I tried to help my brothers a lot to everything they need. See, everything they need, I help, including my father who live in us. I help him for so many things. When my father died, I come to notice something in the house to help my brother. But when my father died, The people have been giving the high place, no. Now they put me down. I'm not qualified. My father property. Why I'm not need to share them equally? Why? And they'll start. I want to ask the Imam question, but I think that time is not. I don't want to go there to interact with. I didn't come in, and I asked them. I asked the Imam who came to share the property, why I'm not. I just wrote letter because now I'm the house. I'm not in. When my father died, I'm not in the African. See, the thing just hurt and punch us. Why? See, all that thing I've been doing for my brother and my mom, my dad. As a woman, I'm not encountered as a family to do all the
Yeah.
stuff. See,
But
that thing,
Afia, by
yeah.
the end, did you get a chance to get a portion of the inheritance?
They give me. They said the man need to get to tell the woman need to get a small amounts, and if it's a house, like a house, the man need to get 1.5 and the woman need to get a half.
Oh, 1.5.
Yeah, for the man, and the woman need to get a quarter. And if it's a land, the woman need to get a quarter, with the man need to get 1.5. My father left some cow. Women need to, for the cow that I don't go about that because of now I'm a vegan, so I don't go that. And see, I don't care. The men need to get 3, women need to get 1. I say, okay. See, that text need to write letter to them to explain, just explain things to me understand why that thing happened. For as a woman, it's like we are not valued in our father's house. And the Imam explained to me because of men married and bring the woman in the house, taking care of them. And as a me, I'm married out. My husband will support me and my children. And I say, what? How can you know say my husband have money to take care of me and my children? Maybe if you give me my property, I'll work in it and take care of me to support my husband, to take care of my
Yeah.
kids. And the woman to give them their portion, they to work in it. If I go, I have my star, I'll go and work in it. If it's work hard, I also support my brother. If my brothers want money job, I can support them. Just give me my thing. Don't give me my say, oh, they say, oh, they'll give it to my brother. If I short, I'll still go to my brother. My brother will support me. Till one day, I need to trick my brother. I brought my brother from the place I live now. I don't want to mention because of that. That's why I changed all my name in now. They give me the Muslim. I don't put the Muslim name out there. Please. Because
Yeah.
of when you speak, there's that attack is coming to this day. I don't do that. And I bring all 2 brothers here in the place I live. I do them to school. I put them there. Until one day I asked my brother, now I short money. They say as a Islamic, because of they give all my property with you, now you need to support me. The thing my brother will say to me, oh, I need to help my wife and my children, not you. And I said, do you understand the thing he said to me? They say the property they give it to you, know, is for if I have difficult time, I need to come to you. You are taking care of it for me. My brother said, no, it's not like that. And I put him off and I said, no, I can't follow God. Who it came to like it turned me around like now I'm spiritual now. Just when I don't know, something just took off from my soul. I said, wow, this God is not just this God. I don't know what kind of God they are talking about. I start doing research. I go through a lot about, and when I sit down, I talk about
Afia, I want just to just summarize what you said to people because I think some people are finding it very hard to understand, maybe just the dialects
because
or the accent, but that's fine. So your story is injustice, seeing injustice, and the injustice when it comes to inheritance. You did not take the same portion as your brother, and your brother is enjoying the money, the property, and you did get only a small portion of that, which makes you doubt that Islam is fair. Fair for women, fair, you know, even like we're talking about family members, people who are, you know, related through blood. You're supposed to treat them equally. It doesn't matter if it is a brother and a brother, brother and a sister, sister and brother. So what do you have other doubts about Islam other than the way they treat women?
And the one I don't like it's about the way they treat women. It's like it's one that I have problem. My sister, that the mom talking about the diary. My sister get divorced, and we go to talk about the divorce. They said we need to pay the diary back because of as a woman requesting about divorce, not the man. You need to pay the diary for the man before you leave the marriage.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I said,
yeah.
what you need to pay the driver because they will stay some five years, and the why they said no, you need to pay the diary, and I said no, it's not fair. And when it comes to this, it's like I see women as a slavery in the when it comes to Islamic, women is slavery. It's not the slavery is too much for me because everything you know the problem is we have and because of we didn't know how to read the Quran, not understand. I make people read for me, and now I came to understanding. And the slavery, when I live with my husband, because when I moved from the region, and I need to separate with my husband because of region separate and stuff like that. When my husband do something, they will say, as a woman, you need to. If I didn't give myself to my husband, there's some people in my bed cursing me.
Oh, the angels will be cursing you.
Yeah. My husband took my complaint. Why you do ask the man? Maybe I'm tired. Maybe I'm sick. Maybe something wrong with me. The moment my husband come to request maybe in the bed, I just need to give. I didn't give it. The something in my bed cursing me
Yeah,
for
yeah.
for that.
Afia, I'm so sorry about that. That must be so hard for you to deal with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's terrible. I agree. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, and sometimes when I took the matter to my family, when I go, it's only the men will solve the problem. They will say, "Oh, if he didn't do that, don't eat his food." Why can you tell my own self if I do something wrong, he needs to eat my food. If he didn't eat my food, he needs to move himself from my bed. If he still I didn't listen, he need to beat me. He said, beat me, beat me. I said, why? Am I is the person child?
Yeah,
Am I the
yeah,
person?
yeah. Afia, you know, there are a lot of women right now, African women who have a platform and talking to help women who are dealing with, you know, abuse, emotional abuse and physical abuse in African countries. And one of them was here yesterday. Her name is Amy. I'm not sure if you know her.
No, today I just found your thing. I just joined it now. Until I will follow. I just follow you. Maybe if you follow me, and I can see the person there.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna send you her information. I'm gonna send you. I just followed you. I'm gonna send you her information and her page, and I want you please to connect with her. She may be able to help you. But I'm so glad you came here and share. I'm so proud of you, and you are always welcome.